In the midst of our technologically advanced world, are we truly living or merely surviving? This is the paradox of our modern existence. We have seen an unprecedented acceleration in technological development, a world that is more connected than ever before, and yet, an overwhelming number of us grapple with a sense of dissatisfaction and unfulfillment. Why is this so? Could it be that we have lost touch with something vital in our relentless pursuit of progress? Enter philosophy. Not just any philosophy, but one that has weathered the sands of time and remains as relevant today as it was over 2,000 years ago. A philosophy that doesn't merely speculate on the nature of reality but provides a practical guide to living a fulfilled and meaningful life. Stoicism. A philosophy born in the ancient world, it is increasingly being rediscovered by those seeking to navigate the complexities of our modern life. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, might just hold the answers to our modern dilemmas. Stoicism, born in ancient Greece, is based on key principles that remain relevant today. It's a philosophy that encourages us to master our reactions to external events, rather than trying to control the events themselves. It's about finding tranquility amidst the chaos, and it all starts with understanding its core principles. Stoicism's first principle is understanding and accepting what is within our control and what isn't. We can't control the weather, the traffic, or other people's opinions. What we can control, however, are our thoughts, our reactions, our judgments. By focusing on these, we save ourselves from unnecessary stress and frustration. The second principle of Stoicism is the pursuit of virtue. Virtue here isn't about moral superiority, but rather about developing qualities like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. It's about striving to be the best version of ourselves, not in comparison to others, but in alignment with our own values and principles. The third principle is accepting the reality of life, including its adversities. Life is a series of events, some pleasant, some not. Stoicism teaches us not to be swayed by these events, but to acknowledge them, accept them, and move forward. It's about understanding that we can't always choose what happens to us, but we can always choose how we respond. By understanding these principles, we see that Stoicism is more than a philosophy. It's a practical framework for navigating life. It doesn't promise a life free from trouble. Rather, it provides us with tools to handle whatever life throws at us with grace and resilience. Remember, Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or avoiding difficulties. It's about understanding our emotions, facing our challenges head-on, and making conscious, deliberate choices about how we react to the world around us. By applying these principles, we can lead a more fulfilling and tranquil life. Understanding Stoicism is one thing, but applying it to our lives is another. Now let's delve into how to put Stoic principles to work in our everyday lives. Firstly, Stoicism encourages us to focus on what's within our control. It's about recognizing that while we may not be able to control the events that happen to us, we can control our responses to them. For instance, you can't control the weather, but you can control how you react to it. If it's raining, you can choose to grumble about it, or you can choose to grab an umbrella and enjoy the freshness of the rain. Next, Stoicism implores us to pursue virtue. Virtue, in the Stoic sense, isn't about moral superiority. It's about striving to be the best version of ourselves, about acting with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance in the face of life's challenges. It's about making the right choices, even when they're the hard ones. For example, if you're faced with a difficult decision at work, instead of taking the easy way out, you should strive for what's right, what's fair, and what's just. Lastly, Stoicism teaches us to accept reality. This doesn't mean we should be passive spectators of our lives. Rather, it's about acknowledging the reality of a situation and then working within that framework to make the best of it. It's about turning obstacles into opportunities. Say you've been passed over for a promotion. Instead of dwelling on the disappointment, use it as a catalyst for self-improvement. Identify the areas you need to work on and take action. Embracing these principles isn't easy. It requires discipline, self-awareness, and a willingness to step outside our comfort zones, but the rewards are immense. By focusing on what's within our control, pursuing virtue, and accepting reality, we can lead lives of tranquility, fulfillment, and resilience. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a way of life. So, can Stoicism really solve our modern dilemmas? It's a question that's been on our minds as we've journeyed through this exploration of Stoicism. The beauty of Stoicism lies in its simplicity. It teaches us to focus on what we can control, and let go of what we can't. This in turn helps us to cultivate satisfaction. Instead of constantly chasing after things we can't control, we learn to appreciate what we already have. Moreover, Stoicism promotes peace. By accepting the world as it is, we reduce our stress, worry, and anxiety. We learn to navigate life's ups and downs with a calm and steady mind. Resilience is another key benefit of Stoicism. The philosophy equips us with the mental tools to bounce back from adversity. We learn to see challenges not as setbacks but as opportunities for growth. In a world that's constantly changing, Stoicism provides a steady compass. Stoicism isn't a magic solution, but it does offer valuable insights. We've unraveled the principles of Stoicism, delving into its deep-rooted wisdom and practicality. We've seen how it can be applied in our day-to-day lives, transforming the way we perceive and react to the world around us. Stoicism teaches us to differentiate between what we can control and what we cannot, guiding us to focus our energies on the former. It encourages us to embrace adversity, viewing it not as a setback, but as a stepping stone towards self-improvement. In the hustle and bustle of the modern era, Stoicism serves as a beacon, illuminating the path to tranquility and fulfillment. It nudges us to live in the present, to appreciate the now, and to let go of the past and the future. So in our quest for a fulfilling life, let us remember the wisdom of the Stoics.